because of that lineage that Michael has, and they don't want to live up to it. But I think the perfect person for it is Westbrook. I think it's like, I don't even know the numbers, but it's a crazy amount of money, crazy amount of years, and he's also giving Westbrook like his own title of creating, dress wear, kind of like shirts and things. You know, of course, Westbrook is huge with the fashion deal, so he's giving him ability to do that. So that's huge. But the thing I want to say, how is Westbrook number 6 on the new ESPN rankings? Is this crazy or what? He's number 6. I cannot believe it. I don't agree, of course, with the Steph Curry at number 3. I think he should be down some, but I really don't agree with the Westbrook at 6. That's crazy.
Yeah, I honestly think that they did this to get people to talk about it. That's got to be the only way, because what they had Melo like down at, I don't know, somewhere like 60 or somewhere crazy like that. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Don't do that to Melo. Don't disrespect him. But they did this to get a rouse out of people, to get people to talk about it, which is genius. It works.
It's genius, yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you can't put people. You definitely can't put Westbrook at 6. I didn't actually go through the list. I'm glad you brought that up. But my question is, where is LeBron? Is he number 1?
Oh yeah, definitely. LeBron's 1. LeBron 1. KD 2. Steph 3. Kawhi 4. Harden 5. Westbrook 6. And I don't know who Chris Paul paid to get him at 7, but he's 7. 80 is 8. Greek Freak 9, and Draymond.
Yeah, it's they knew what they were doing when they put this list out, and when I heard that the where Melo was, I kind of tapped out, and I didn't even try to see who the rest even were. So I'm glad you brought that up though, because I definitely did want to get your opinions on that. Then you got Kyrie.
Wow,
at 25. Really?
Wow.
That's where you gonna put Kyrie?
It's crazy, man. Our last show, I told you, I don't know what it is, but people, they forget how good Kyrie is. I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on. But the kid has a huge chip on his shoulder this year. And he's going to show people, man. He has the keys to the Celtics organization now. This is what he wanted. He didn't want to be Robin anymore. He wanted to be Batman. He has it. He has a lot of young pieces with the Celtics. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Opening night. I can't wait.
Opening night. Let's go.
That's going to be crazy. One other thing I wanted to get your thoughts on. The Cavs say they're not looking to trade Kevin Love. To me, this is just like smoke and mirrors. Like, their full plan is to trade Kevin Love for somebody else that won't get hurt and that will fit better into their system. I think the Cavs have been lying for a while now. Honestly, I don't know if I trust anything that even comes from their mouths, because they are in a crazy position where LeBron could be gone, Kyrie's already gone, you got Isaiah Thomas, great pickup, but where do you go from here? How do you get past the Golden State Warriors? So is this fact or is this fiction right here?
This is definitely fiction. Right now, I've talked to Jones is big with the Cavs right now. He might not be on the roster next season, but he still has a lot of knowledge with the team. He said it's true. So I don't know what Cleveland is doing right now. It really reminds me of the year that after Mike and Pippen left with the Bulls, that they just gave up everything. And that's what I think the Cavs are doing right now. When LeBron said he was not coming back, they just said, forget it. We're done with it. They let Kyrie go. I still believe they shouldn't have traded him. He's a grown man. People have, arguments at work all the time. You're paying them, so just keep them. Who cares that they don't like each other? You know what I mean? Just keep them on the team. You might get to the finals this year, and then anything can happen. Now you're going to lose LeBron. You already lost Kyrie. Kevin Love, what, you're going to build a team around Kevin Love? No. So you're going to trade him eventually. I don't see no future for Cleveland at all. It's nobody wants to go there. Isaiah, you're going to pay him $200 million after this season? He's a free agent after this season. He has a bad hip. He's going to require $200 million. So you're going to pay a 5'9" player that? No.
Exactly.
They have no direction at all, man. It's crazy. I don't see what's going on, but hopefully, some way they can pull out some kind of trade and get a top draft pick or something, because right now it looks awful.
Yeah, it's not looking good at all. And shout out, we got some newcomers to the chat room. I appreciate all the action. We got my man DJ Knox in the building. Also, we've got DJ Queen, Sluggo, Mac Farrell, DEQK74 also in the building. But we had a question. We had a question here. Is Isaiah Thomas going to start at the beginning of the season? That's a huge question right there. You said no?
It won't happen. I'm hearing at least, hopefully, January. January will be a stretch. That'll be a good thing for the Cavs. But I'm hearing All-Star break.
Wow. That's crazy right there.
Yeah, it's a very serious injury. His hip. They wanted him to get surgery last season, but he said he didn't want to do that, and it didn't work. So, yeah, he's going to be out at least in January.
Yeah, wow. Well, man, appreciate you for calling in short notice. You reached out. I definitely had to get you on, man. I love your NBA knowledge. Once again, Mike Truth, Basketball Insider. I appreciate you for calling in short notice.
I appreciate it. Of course, I had to come through for you. Can't wait to do it in the future.
Definitely, man. Take care.
All
right. All right, man. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We got Big L also in the building. Also, DJ Nunu, her show just ended. So, got some of the people over from that show. X-Squad affiliates, man, we got shows on top of shows on top of shows on top of shows. And we add more. So, xsquadaffiliates.com. Go check it out. Had a couple of newcomers come on this week. Kevin with Clutch Talk Sports got added on. From the Bottom podcast. A lot of great new additions. Also, Two Live Stews Radio, which is what this show is on. Shout out to Doug Stewart. Shout out to Ryan Stewart. Shout out to everybody for the love and appreciation for being able to get in here and work with 2livestewsradio.com. So 2livestewsradio.com. A lot of great shows on there as well. Shout out to Brian Easy Watts in the building. It's a pleasure to see you in the chat room. Man, this guy has a career in radio. He has a show. It's called Total Praise 360. Go to totalpraise360.com. It's a awesome show, great music. That show is Monday through Friday. And if I say it wrong, Brian, put the info in the chat room. But 11 to 1. But Total Praise 360. Praise music. If you want something to listen to during the day, if you want something to uplift you, TotalPraise360.com. And I appreciate him for coming on. He's a great guy. When we go back, so it's an honor to see him in the chat room. All right, so Larry B says UNC up 11-0 at the end of the first. I'm happy to see that. North Carolina, this is not going to be a good year. I'm going to go ahead and say it now. We've lost so many different pieces. I don't know if we'll be able to even have a winning record. We may go even. I don't even know. But it's just not really looking good. When you lose your starting quarterback, you lose your running back, you lose majority of your defense, you lose the majority of your wide receivers. What do? Brian said, how much do I owe you for that plug? We'll talk after the show. But nah, man, I love just giving people shout outs and we're all grinding, man. We're all trying to come up. We're all trying to do things, do what our passions are. And I appreciate you, man. You poured into me and everybody in here, man. So, all right, so we're going to take a break, and then we are going to talk Cowboys versus Broncos. I was able to talk with Richard J. Adkins this week. It is pre-recorded, but stay tuned. It is a great interview. I'll still be in the chat room chatting it up with everybody. But he's a Broncos super fan, and we'll talk about Broncos versus Cowboys. There was some news that actually came out today where the NFL Player Association came out about something with Zeke. So I don't know if they're responding to it. I didn't get to actually read the story yet. But supposedly the NFL is now saying that they're appealing the injunction to the Fifth Circuit Court, which means if they're going to hear this by the 26th, and Zeke could possibly get suspended at some point in time this season. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is a strong possibility that it can happen. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for any more Zeke news, because anything could happen like almost any day or time, which is interesting. All right, so we'll be right back talking Cowboys versus Broncos. Stay tuned in. You're tuned in to the BS3 Sports Show, Spreaker.com. Thank you. Every fantasy football league has that guy. You know what I'm talking about. The guy who brings 15 spreadsheets to the draft. The guy who keeps picking a player who has already been taken. The guy who drafts the Seahawks defense in the 6th round. The guy who barely knows football and asks what special teams are.
Come on, son. Come on.
The guy who drafts 4 quarterbacks. To make that guy pay, you need a tattoo league. Until now, tattoo leagues were for the bravest and stupidest among us. Not anymore. Now you too can punish your league loser with a tattoo. Fantasy Loser tattoos are safe, FDA approved temporary tattoos for the loser in your fantasy league. Their tattoos are a perfect punishment by themselves or combined with the loser trophy or costume. Fantasy Loser Tattoos are an official licensee of Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life. Go to fantasylosertattoos.com or order straight on Amazon for just $9.99 with Prime shipping. I'm using the Fantasy Loser Tattoos in my league. You should use them in yours. Fantasy football is here. Whatever team you have, whatever league you're in, you're always trying to figure out who do you sit or start in your league. I've got the solution. Sit or Start Fantasy Football is an app that tells you who to sit or start based on stats, based on experience, based on a variety of different things. This app is great to have. It'll help you in your league. I use it in my league. You can get it on Android or iOS. It is a app that can tell you who to start between quarterback, wide receiver, kicker, defense, whatever it may be. Go download the app today. Use referral code BS3. You can enter in for some great prizes. They're giving away jerseys. They're giving away memorabilia. They're giving away tickets to an NFL game. So go download the app today. Sit or Start Fantasy Football. And we are back in the BS3 Sports Show, back with the segment Facing the Enemy, where we'll be talking with a fan of the team that the Cowboys will be playing. This week up, we have the Broncos, and I had to get on my guy, Richard Adkins. He is probably the biggest Broncos fan I think I know. He's got it tatted on his arm, so it's great to get him on the show. I couldn't think of anybody else. I think he would be the best guest. So, man, what's going on?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me. It's an honor. I'm just ready for my Broncos to beat up on the Cowboys.
Here we go. We getting into it early. Okay. Now I got to ask you this though.